Morgan Cavanagh in the red, Donnie Bryant in the blue. TC Hooligans is sponsoring this fight. Donnie Bryant's more confident with his hands down. Morgan landed a nice left hand. Donnie Bryant gets a takedown right off the bat. Morgan's going for a guillotine or maybe a hook sweep there. Gave up on the guillotine, looking to reestablish guard.
Is Morgan flexible enough to get a triangle up from here?
He could probably get a triangle up from here. It looks like he's trying to use that leg to get his other foot into play like he just did now, and then maybe go to some sort of rubber guard. He lost the arm bar, and now he's right back in the half guard. I know Morgan did a lot of work getting ready to finish his arm bars. He lost one in the last fight, so he's been working tirelessly on finishing them. So I expect a big improvement on arm bars today.
Donnie Bryant is very active on top, very aggressive. I like to see a little more striking going on here.
Well, nice sweep by Morgan. And with these amateur rules, they're not allowed to elbow. So when they have their elbows resting on their opponent's head, they can't throw the short elbows you see in the UFC.
Morgan's in his half guard now. He's holding on to that right arm, Donnie Bryant is.
Donnie Bryant's doing a good job of shutting down the ground and pound. Morgan needs to start to look to pass. Donnie Bryant's looking for that guillotine that we talked about a couple times today, but he's looking to use the sweep.
Morgan passes with great timing there, as per your words. Morgan side control here. I'd like to see him get his left knee a little bit closer to the hip here, but.
Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble dealing with the hops of him, but he went to the back. Needs to get that other hook in. He's really high right now. He's about to lose his position. Donnie Brown needs to stand up. Oh, Donnie grabbed his leg instead of trying to stand up and buck him off. Little mistake there.
Morgan's got at least one hook in here. I can't tell about the other side. All right.
He's high again, but he almost got that armbar right there. It was stretched out.
He got another armbar here. Oh, Donnie rolls with it. Defending with the ankle on the chin there.
Yeah, he did a great job shutting down Morgan's armbar with that leg across the face.
Well, this looks like it's gonna
now Donnie's mounted.
Great pass to mount.
He's got a guillotine, but he can't lock his hands right now. It's one arm. Now he's doing some ground and pound. Morgan's giving up his back.
Now does Morgan stay up here, or what does he roll?
Morgan's rolling, but I think he should have stood up. He's in a little trouble here. He's bucking back and forth.
I think Donnie wants to go for an armbar.
Donnie's not quite under the chin yet, but he's working to peel his face up. Now he's a little high. Morgan should start bucking right now before he can settle himself.
Morgan should back up to the fence right now and walk up the fence if he can.
He can tripod. Donnie Bryant's really high. He should have tripoded up and try and shake him off.
Yeah.
He's controlling that arm now. He really can do it.
We got less than 10 seconds left here. He might just
Donnie Bryant might go for an armbar here just at the end of the round. You know, you hear the 10-second buzzer. You want to finish, leave something in the judge's mind.
Close fight. What do you think? What do you think about this round?
I'm a homer. I actually train with Morgan, so if I don't say Morgan 110-9, I can get beat up in the gym by Morgan. So I'm going to say Morgan 110-9, no matter what I think.
I'm going to have to give it to Mr. Donnie Bryant. I think he was a little bit more aggressive.
I think we can score this one either way.
Yeah, very close. Very, very close.
I think Morgan took the striking on the feet, and I think Donnie Bryant, after the whole scramble, won a little bit on the ground. He landed a lot of shots from mount. I wish we had the UFC breakdown. I'm going to say Donnie Bryant's up about 6-1 on ground strikes, right, and Morgan's up about 2-1 on standing strikes.
Right. Yeah, you know, Donnie Bryant looks like he's wearing the gas tank on his sleeve here, but he doesn't look like he's out of shape. He just looks like he left it all in the cage that round.
Yeah, Morgan looks very composed right now. Donnie Bryant looks a little tired. Once again, this fight is brought to you by TC Hooligans Bar and Grill, Monroe Transportation, Brown Street Bodega, and Prince Steady Screen Production. Morgan's got the front headlock, looking right for guillotine again. Sat down and locked up the guard. And then his head popped out. Donnie Bryant's headed out. Morgan's once again going to the rubber guard.
Morgan, do you think Morgan likes the omoplata position from here? Can he transition to that?
I'm not sure how much of the hip changes he does, but as you say, he's going for it.
He almost went for it there.
And he doesn't quite have it. He needs to keep his feet together and kick. Come up with both feet together. That would have helped him come up better. He's still on top. He needs to crawl up towards his head and establish his position.
I don't know why Donnie Bryant is hanging on from this position. I think he needs to just get his feet underneath him.
For sure. Maybe he's just taking a beating down at Jackson Winkleberry, like we talked about earlier.
You know, Morgan just rolled to take his back here, and I think this is the point of the fight where he's going to try and...
Morgan really needs to get his hips in right now, flatten him out, put that cup right in the middle of his spine and stretch him out.
He's getting that choke in really deep.
It's underneath the chin right now. Morgan's got it deep.
He's got it.
And that's a tap. Morgan Cavanagh, your 155-pound champ.
Wow. Red corner comes out on top here.
Looking good, looking good.
Morgan looks great, man. He looked great.
Now, if I was doing the post-fight interviews right now, I'd ruin the whole mitts thing, but I'm not going to do it until we're in front of the whole crowd.
I'm sure he's thankful for that, too. It was a good fight, man. It was a good fight. Blue is upset here. He's got nothing to be upset about. It was a great fight, man.
No, both these guys are on their way to being pros. Donnie Bryant did a great job. His coach, Curtis Mosley, right now over the corner from Barron Jiu-Jitsu is one of the best guys I know, man. Army guy.
Great scene of sportsmanship we're seeing right now. Morgan comforting Donnie Bryant.
If you've never put everything you have into something and lost, you don't know what it feels like to be right now.
Yeah.
When you see guys crying, you know that they put everything they had into this.
Yeah, it's true. It's better to fail at something you love than to half-ass something you hate.
No, for sure. And he's got a long, healthy career in front of him, I would say.
For sure.
Just a couple slight mistakes on the ground. I'm sure he'll get it fixed up. He's with the right crew.
Great jiu-jitsu. Great show of skill, too.
I think Morgan might surprise him a little bit going for those guillotines instead of fighting for the takedown.
He may have. He may have.
Another great show from FCP, man. Great job. Oh, he's going to put the belt on Morgan's waist.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome, man.
It's a great show of sportsmanship. That's why I love MMA. There's no guys like MMA guys, man. They do this almost every time.
That was fantastic. Yeah, Morgan.